and you know, it happens to the best of us. We all don't come out the womb knowing everything. Sometimes we just did not know. So in your 20s, you may have partied, did all that good stuff, had you a good old time, and then you done racked up them credit cards and that debt and them loans and everything else. I understand. I understand. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tymara from TymaraWilliams.com, where we are fulfilling our destiny and living with a purpose. Today's topic of discussion is going to be on 6 reasons why renting a home is better than buying a home. Let's get right on into it. Number 1, the reason why renting is better than buying: if you plan on living in the area for less than 2 years, you have a short stay. Say for instance, I know a lot of veterans, military out there, they're sometimes on tours where they're just living in the area for maybe 1 or 2 years, or say they deploy to a location that may be overseas and they're just staying there just for a year or two. That's a good example of, or anybody that just may be on business duty, that's a good example of a reason why renting is better than buying. If you're going to be there for short term, you're not near family, you don't plan on staying here for a long time, then rent. Rent is better. Number 2, you want flexibility and mobility. Flexibility is where you have the option of maybe you want to do this or do that, you moving at the leisure. And mobility, you just want to just pick up and move. You don't want to stay here. You want the option. You don't want to be confined to one area, because then you got to wait to sell the house and wait until it get listed and hoping that a buyer come and everything else. You don't want to deal with all that. You like to move around. You travel all the time. You just have a career where you're just moving. So that may be a reason why you prefer renting versus buying. Number 3, you are renting instead of buying. It's because you're saving money for a down payment. You said, Tymara, I don't have time right now and I can't afford to buy a house, but I still need a roof over my head. Okay, I understand. I understand what you're saying. So that will be a time where renting may be better, because you saving your money, you saving your coins, and I can understand that. I sympathize with you. I understand. Number 4, you're working on repairing your credit. You may not have good credit. It gets, and you know, it happens to the best of us. We all don't come out the womb knowing everything. Sometimes we just did not know. So in your 20s, you may have partied, did all that good stuff, had you a good old time, and then you done racked up them credit cards and that debt and them loans and everything else. I understand. I understand. So now you want to buy a house, but you can't right now because you need to bring your credit score up in the 600s or something, or get it out the 4s and all that other stuff. I understand. So that may be a time you prefer renting instead of buying, because somebody approved you to live inside a property right now, and so you said, I'm gonna rent this house and stay here until I build my credit up, and then I'm gonna have good enough credit to move inside a house. I understand. I understand. Number 5, the community and the environment. Some of these apartment buildings out here, the luxury ones and all that other stuff, you don't get all that sometimes when you live inside a house. You bought a house and lived in it, you know, you just get the house. But when you're renting, now you got the dog walk trail, you got the lake, you got the community gym, the community pool, and it may be a nice environment. So you get all these community activities. And you know, the office, they have all these parties set up. All right, on this day we're going to have a yard sale, and on this day we're going to have group cleanup. It's nice to have a community sometimes when you're renting a property, especially if you live by yourself and you a single man or a single woman, or you know, elderly, your kids don't grow up and everything else. You're like, I'm not taking care of no big old house by myself. It's time for me to rent, and I'm just going to live around other people. I can sympathize with you. I understand. And finally, number 6, this goes with sort of what I just said about the community, is the amenities. The amenities are nice. You enjoy the amenities. You get all these other things and other perks that you would have not gotten had you purchased a home. So you purchase a home, you get just the home, and then you get all these responsibilities. I gotta cut the grass and everything else. But with renting, the landlord gotta do it. Your light bulb go out and you gonna call the maintenance man and say, hey, come change this light bulb. Versus if you own a house, then you have to call and say, hey, you can't call nobody but yourself. You gotta call yourself and change your own light bulb. So that is another reason why you may just want to rent instead of buying. You get to enjoy all the amenities and luxury of having somebody else do it instead of you doing it. You're not that handy. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed these 6 tips on why renting is better than buying. So You decide which side of the atmospheric globe you fit on, because I did a video on why renting is better, and I did a video on why buying is better. So you decide which best for you, and live your best life. Enjoy life. Enjoy life to the fullest. Fulfill your destiny and live with a purpose. So I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.